From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LA Late.
It's a major night here on Evenings LA Late from the shores of Santa Monica, California. It's 2023 stimulus checks are landing in millions of Americans' bank accounts, and they're for you if you're on SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. Their law. We're going to go over these incredible checks in tonight's broadcast. We're going to go over the big checks and the big months of checks, one at a time, and as we go through each of them, I'll show you which ones I like. Stimulus checks A to C, E to K, L to Q. After we get to stimulus check C, we'll go over that incredible membership newsletter. Have you become a member? That's where all those incredible stimulus checks are in there. News.la.com/newsletter. We'll go over it after stimulus check C. Next up, it's prime time where we'll be going over stimulus check R that pays nearly $500,000. It's coming up late in this broadcast, and also the unemployment and the PEBT checks as well. These are 2023 stimulus checks law. Once they're passed, they are deliciousness. We're going to go over all that and more in tonight's broadcast, plus what's going on with the economy. The Consumer Price Index was released yesterday, and did it beat or did it miss on the latest data across the board? We'll have the numbers, and here they are. The January number came in, this from month to date, and this year to date. We'll analyze it across the board. Bulls come in more aggressively. But are they going to stay there? The latest details across the board. In the big second half, we'll be jumping to Crypto Wall Street live in prime time. Bit up 4%, Ethereum 4%, and Decentraland up 6%, and also some breakout coins with those asterisks next to them. Why? Because they've been breaking out in recent days as well, nearly 15% up, all in that incredible membership newsletter. Now that membership newsletter has more in it than ever before. In addition, it was 18 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. We'll go over all that as well. And also, we'll be looking at the other news that came in today from this economy, retail sales minutes ago. Become a member and be someone just like a Frank Mancuso, who got 18 months of multiple checks per month in less than 30 days from becoming a member. In this broadcast, I'll show you which checks I like and which checks are right for you as well. It's from the shores of Santa Monica, California. It's a big broadcast, and it's a lot of deliciousness. It all starts right now in prime time. It's America's most watched show for financial news in prime time, and it's tonight on LA Late. And good evening, everybody. Look at this. 18 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. What a night it is. In tonight's broadcast, we'll go over which of the checks and which ones I like, and I'll also detail which ones you should refocus back on. Because as we head into the next month, I want to make sure that you've got all your checks lined up one at a time in this broadcast. We're going to go over stimulus checks A, B, and C. After C, we'll take a break and look at that incredible membership newsletter together. Then we'll continue to E to K, L to Q, and I'll detail which of the checks I like and which have been changed and which are getting even better. Remember, you're trying to get as many checks as across the board and as much money. It's fast stimulus. And first, let's start with that eligibility. These incredible 2023 stimulus checks are for you, SSI. You SSDI, you SSA, you veterans, you low income. MSC, law, in those incredible stimulus checks B. And as we go through each of them, I'm going to go over which ones I like. First, we're going to do stimulus checks A, B, and C. Then after that, we'll go to the checks passed by Congress, E through K. Then we'll go to L to Q. But after stimulus check C, we'll take a break. And look at this, the membership newsletter. Here's the membership newsletter, news.la.com/newsletter. How do you get these incredible stimulus checks? You go into that membership newsletter, and in that membership newsletter, I do all the work for you to just click, 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 apply, apply, apply. And these are huge checks in that membership newsletter. We'll go over that after stimulus check C from Joe Biden. So let's start it right now. ABC from Joe Biden. These are 2023 stimulus checks, and they're great. 75,000 less, single individual, go get them. Married couple, 150,000, go get them. Same eligibility for stimulus checks A to Q, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income across the board. Stimulus check A, we're starting with right off the bat. Stimulus check A is a $6,500 beautiful stimulus check. How do you get it? You go under the video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. Go down to Stimulus Check K in that membership newsletter and go get it. It's huge. It's $6,500. But it's not the biggest check, and it's not the longest paying check either. The longest paying check on this channel is Stimulus Check B. It's paying on average 18 months of incredible stimulus checks. Same eligibility. You deserve this money. How do you get it? You go under the video, become a member, go right into that incredible membership newsletter, which we're going to go over after Stimulus Check C, and get that Stimulus Check B. Again, this is how much B is paying out. 18 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month on average. It's fast stimulus, and it's for Americans in U.S. states and U.S. territories. The way that stimulus works is that once it's passed, it remains law. And this has been passed, and this is still law, and it's still funded. So over this broadcast, we'll be going over these incredible stimulus checks for you. ABC, take a break, look at that membership newsletter. E to K, go over those incredible checks from Congress. L to Q thereafter. Same eligibility. You, SSI, did you get them? Go get it right now. Become a member right this second. Go right in this video, hit the join button. Then, all the way to L to Q coming up, and later in this broadcast, we have other checks on top of that. So let's go back into these incredible checks. A, $6,500. B, the longest duration of paying checks. 18 months of beautiful checks. Isn't that incredible? It really, really is incredible. A lot of checks over 18 months. Your water, your heating oil, your electric bill, your rent, or your mortgage per month, and your internet. That's a lot of checks. And that's why that wonderful viewer that you saw in that graphic before, he became a member. He got that beautiful hawk emoji behind his name. And in less than 30 days, what did he have? All those incredible checks approved. Now, as we head closer to the month of March, as this channel celebrates its 3rd year anniversary next month, having gotten people $15 million, I want you to go back into your worksheets. What are your worksheets? Where are they, those incredible worksheets? The worksheets are in the membership newsletter. And it's a PDF you can print out from your computer or your cell phone and make notes on all the incredible checks you applied for. I want you to look at those worksheets tonight, because we're almost at the end of February, and we'll make sure you got all your applications in for all these incredible checks. If you're missing any of them, get them in. And if you haven't gotten paid for them, check and see where they are. And that is Stimulus Check B. 18 months, $3,000 across the board, 5 checks per month. Now let's go to the incredible Stimulus Check C. Stimulus Check C has been on this channel since 2020, and as this channel is approaching its 3-year anniversary, look at the incredible numbers that viewers have gotten for Stimulus Check C. Stimulus Check C is a little bit different, because in the membership news, I tell you who to call, what to say, and how to say it. 12 different places for this rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. How many utility bills do you have per month? You have the water, the electric, the heating oil. Well, get those all incredible paid. It's Stimulus Check C, and we've been doing it on this channel for 3 years next month. $50 million. You deserve all these incredible sums of money. So let's look at some of the numbers you can do for Stimulus Check C based upon what other viewers of this channel have done as well. Do you want $30,000 of rent? Of course you do. And that's what members of this channel have been getting for this beautiful Stimulus Check C. Like Nisi initially. She was at $20,000. She went to $50,000. And here's Richie. He was at $22,000. He went more. Nancy was at $24,000. Mark was at $25,000. But in just a second, you see Mark went from $25,000 to where? $166,000. What I teach people to do is take what you got and go back and get more. So as we approach the month of March, I want you to go back and do what they did. Whether it's Nisi or Mark, I want you to be the next Nisi or Mark, and say to yourself, did I not apply for a check? Or did I not get paid for a check? Let me look at my notes. Let me pull up that worksheets, which we'll go over in a second, after Stimulus Check C, which we're on right now. And we'll look and see whether you got all your check applications in and when you got paid for all those incredible checks. $30,000 of rent, go get them across the board. Utilities, 12 different places to reach out to. Make sure you reach out to all 12 places. In that membership newsletter, I tell you who to call, what to say, and how to say it at 12 different places for your utilities. How many utility bills do you have per month? The water, the heating oil, the electric bill? Get them all paid. It's a lot of money. It's an insane amount of money, whether it's Lynn Glenn or Angela or Mark or Nancy. Get all these incredible checks per month, 5 checks per month on average, because most people have 5 utility bills on average, 18 months on average, because that's what viewers are doing across the board. Snap. Here is Louie. Here's John. Here's Nancy. But Mark's brother-in-law went from this to $25,000 a year, over 10 years, $250,000. Combinations of checks. Get all these incredible checks, not just one, lots of them. That's why you want to keep track of what you applied for, what you got paid for. We'll go over that in a second. I haven't done this a few weeks, so I want to do it right now as we approach the end of the month. It's important to recap and see whether you got all your checks in there, approved, and applied for. And here's combinations of checks. Mark was at $50,000. He went to $100,000. Then he went to $166,000 because he got stimulus check B, which we just went over. And here's a little range. She's at $105,000. She went to $155,000. Is $155,000 the ceiling? It is not. Dragon has gone to $170,000. We've had a lot of viewers get over $200,000. We had 20 friends and neighbors get help by Johnny get $500,000. A lot of money is available across the board. And this is your 2023 stimulus checks. For you, SSI. For you, SSDI. For you, SSA. For you, veterans. It's law. How do you get them? You go under the video, become a member. Go into that incredible membership newsletter where I give you the links to all the places you apply for these incredible stimulus checks. Big checks require big pouncing. And you can do it because you're a Purple Hawk. You pounce really well, inspire other people, and keep on pouncing across the board. Now, tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. As I said earlier in this broadcast, I want to go over and double check that you got all your incredible applications in one at a time. So what are we going to do? First, we're going to go over that membership newsletter, and then we're going to go back into your worksheets, which we have not talked about in a while, starting right now. So I want you to do first, go into your notes and look and see whether you got A, B, and C in for applications. And then I want to go over that incredible membership newsletter starting right now. So let's go over that membership newsletter. Where is the membership newsletter? And how do you get these incredible checks? Step one, you go into the video, join the channel. You're watching America's most watched financial news subject broadcaster on this subject matter. And number two, most watched financial news channel now in America. That is the newsletter. The newsletter is news.la.com/newsletter. It's a website. It's at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of every video. Go right into that incredible website right now. That is that newsletter. It is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's updated throughout the day. The newsletter is updated throughout the day as breaking news comes in on stimulus, on stocks, on the economy, and on crypto. It's immediately updated throughout the day, several times per day. The website is right there on the screen. It's at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of this video. Click it and go right into that newsletter right now. Again, that website, the newsletter, is at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of the video. Final step, become a member. And when you're a member, the post to your channel that you became a member to says the current password.